Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It is Crystal here, and in this video, we're going to cover Lesson 6 of my free course, Intro to IT for Computer Users. And this Lesson 6 is Cybersecurity for Everyday Users. Okay, the core idea of cybersecurity is that it protects the computer's digital life from scams, data theft, and device compromise. The three things that cybersecurity protect are accounts, devices, and information. Cybersecurity protects the individual from the following threats: phishing emails pretending to be banks, delivery companies, or tax authorities, fake websites designed to steal credit card details, malware that can lock or spy on a device, account hacking when passwords are weak or reused, data breaches where information is leaked from a company's database. Practical cybersecurity tips the individual should use on a daily basis are: use strong passwords or a password manager, use two-step verification for accounts, keep software updated, be cautious with links and attachments, secure Wi-Fi with a strong password, back up data regularly, use antivirus, anti-malware tools, and avoid suspicious websites and downloads. Cybersecurity protects an individual's money, such as banking, shopping, and PayPal, identity, such as name, address, national insurance number, privacy, such as photos, messages, and browsing history, and devices, such as laptop, phone, and smart gadgets. So here's an example of a phishing email. And so basically what you have to do is you have to be really careful about any emails that you receive. Sorry about that. Basically, in my Hotmail account, I have a junk folder. And so I get a lot of emails into my junk folder, and I do look at the junk folder, but I don't open anything, and I rarely open something even if it's in my regular email account anyway. So this email was from 2016, so it's an old email, but I'm sure it's still valid. And it says, a reminder, your account has been suspended. Now please renew. And so basically, if you get a message from somebody claiming to be a service provider, don't click on to any links. I don't even read links from my bank, but if you get a message from a service provider, don't click any links associated with that service provider. You actually go onto the browser and go into that service provider's website and deal with the service provider that way. And it says your account has been suspended. Now please renew. Okay, so that's a problem right there. And it says to PayPal services. It says your email is not correct or not visible. It says reply to services@paypal.cc. And it says it's not the correct domain and address fields. So basically, you're never going to respond to an email like that. If you get an email like that, then you go onto your browser or your app if you've got it and access the service provider through your browser or its app. And it says this PayPal is a fuzzy image. It says important notice. It says aggressive wording and warning. So it's an impersonal greeting. So if it was legitimately from PayPal or a bank, they would say, "Dear Mr. So-and-so," or "Dear your name." It's not, that's an impersonal greeting. And then it says, if you don't confirm your information, we'll limit what you can do with your PayPal account. So that's a threat. And then it says validate your account here. And said hovering over link reveals not a correct domain. So that's just an example of a phishing email. But if you get email, I don't even respond to emails from my bank because my bank should know better, But go onto the website and deal with it, and don't click onto any links. So this is a formula for how to create a strong password. You start with a personal base phrase. So Crystal Love equals KL. You add a number that means something to the user, but not a birthday. So KL plus 61 equals KL61. You insert special character into predictable spots. So I say KL plus exclamation point plus 61. Include an uppercase and lowercase variation. So I had the first letter as uppercase and the second letter as lowercase. Exclamation point 61. And it says you add a specific tag such as GM for Gmail or OL for Outlook. And then so for Gmail, it would be KL exclamation point 61 underscore GM. So that's the formula that you use to create a strong password. So tips for creating a strong password include aim for 12 or more characters in the password. Avoid real names or words. Change the password formula occasionally. Use a password manager to store passwords safely. So this is a diagram for cybersecurity for everyday users. And, a picture speaks 1,000 words. So you keep your digital life safe. You protect your accounts, devices, and information with secure accounts, safe devices, and private info. Common online threats are phishing scams, fake websites, malware, hacking, and data breach. And cyber safety tips are use strong passwords, turn on two-step verification, update your software, secure your Wi-Fi, and think before you click. And what I will say is a few weeks ago, I got a message from Booster Driver telling me that I had all these drivers that were outdated. And I had installed Booster Driver from the Microsoft Store, so I believed that since I got it off the Microsoft Store, that it was legitimate app. So I thought, okay, well, I want to do what's best for my computer. So I clicked the link to install the most current drivers. And what happened was it disabled my sound system in my computer, and I had to pay £30 to have it corrected. And so when I was looking on the internet said that you're not supposed to replace any drivers unless you actually have a problem with the driver. And then if you're going to replace the driver, you have to go to the company of the computer and replace the driver that way. But for my situation, that's difficult because I've got a Lenovo computer, and when I tried to input my serial number for the Lenovo computer, it wouldn't accept it. So I couldn't get an up-to-date driver anyway, and I was in a hurry, and because I need to use my computer. And then I looked about this driver booster, and I found out that Driver Booster only uses generic drivers in their software. And then somebody else posted something saying that Driver Booster installs malware on your computer. So even though I got Driver Booster off the MS Store and I believed it to be a reputable app, it's not a reputable app. It's just malware. So you just need to be careful. Even be careful with the apps that you get off of MS Store or Apple Store. And be careful with downloading files. Make sure that the files are reputable. To be careful with looking at websites. I mean, and don't, if you're not sure about a website, if it says HTTPS, the S means it's secure. So look at the actual website address to see what it is. And those are just some tips that you can take with you to keep your computer secure. And I'm telling you, like, my personal experience about what happened to me when I thought I was doing the right thing by my computer, but I actually ended up messing it up, and I had to pay money to get it fixed, money that I don't really have. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'm not going to have an addendum video for this lesson, but the next video is going to be lesson 7, which is digital communication and collaboration, and I hope that you decide to watch it.